Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robert Kelly, aka the Dude, aka the King of Zoom. Thanks for checking out the Calta and Kelly YouTube page. We hope you like what we're putting up there. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and sign up over there, because every week we put a show, an extra show. Friday show, only Patreon. And we also have the JO party on Saturday night, only Patreon. That means you, all the fans, get to come into a Zoom and hang out with us and all the other ladybugs. And it's a blast. So we also let you watch all the shows live. YKWD live, all the Calta and Kelly's live, unedited, all go on the Patreon. And you also get the 10-minute extra YKWD every week goes on there, along with Live from the Shed, one-on-ones, Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends. There's so much content up there. And you know what? It's all for what? A price of a cup of coffee. $5 get you in the door. And you're going to love it. So make sure you go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And here's another little thing I want you to do. If you like this content we're putting up, subscribe and like. That's it. Just hit the little button, subscribe, so you know when we got a new show out, and then like it so we know you like what we're doing. Okay? That's it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Subscribe and like. Now, enjoy the show.
Right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Having a snack.
Me too. What do you eat? What are you eating?
Something I don't get anymore.
Laid?
You. Yay.
Oh.
I love doing this when you eat like a bunch of chips. You go like this, and you push the chips from the back of your teeth to the front of your teeth. I love that. That I call it chip clay.
I got one better.
What?
I'm eating pretzel chips.
Ooh,
Dipped in peanut butter.
dude.
You want to talk about clay?
Oh my God. Dawn,
I'm going to be looking down a lot today during the show.
please. Dawn actually broke out on the trip. Trader Joe peanut butter filled pretzels, the little barrels. Oh,
That's good shit. Right there.
oh, dude. I mean, what is the best snack?
I don't know. I'm a mood snacker. I'm in the mood for things. Like, you know what I fucking hate? Gummy bears. But every once in a while, I'm in the mood for gummy bears. I hate them.
I'm, believe it or not, dude, I'm not a sweets guy. The only sweet candy that I will eat at any time, anywhere, no matter what, if you ask me, is a milk chocolate bar. I will fucking eat milk chocolate all day long, and fucking anytime it's there, I'll flop one down my throat. But like Max likes this shit. I hate this shit.
Yeah, it's like candy.
Yeah, I don't like candy, but I tell you what, my favorite snack is probably, it's got to be a chip, and I like ghetto chips. Yeah, I mean Lay's are good. Wise suck. I don't like Wise. Wise chips suck.
Chip's a chip to me. I don't even know. Can I just tell you something? Can I be honest about something?
You don't like me. I know.
I love you. I do love you.
I love you too. You said it. You said it.
I'm in a vulnerable spot right now. This show is panic-inducing for me.
Why?
I don't know. I'm literally having a mini panic attack right now. I feel like my feet are on fire. My shoulders are being, I don't know what it is. It's going away now.
I don't know if it's this show.
It's so I was fine. Was I not fine? I was fine all morning. As soon as I get on this show, I'm like, oh God.
Why? Is it the you're just nervous being in a different medium?
I'm not nervous about anything. I'm not depressed about anything. I'm not worried about anything. But for some reason, this is really getting the fucking best of me. And now it's gone now. My wife said if she has a panic attack and she's in bed for a day, I could fight it off.
Is it that we're talking about snacks? Maybe.
I don't know. Then I start thinking maybe it's such a good feeling that I have. Like maybe when I'm having good feelings, the adrenaline rushes so much because I got my friends, I got snacks. I'm like, yay, and then maybe I'm like, ooh.
Yes.
It's so fucking weird.
And you were just talking about. You just said, "I love you, man," and that might have fucked you up. Showing them. You said, "I love you too."
I have the two people in the room right now that care the most about me saying I love you. You on one end and Spanish over here on the other end.
Spanish looks like Pape.
No, that's Pap. Pap is back there. Spanish is over there. You can't see him.
Pap. It's so weird though. He's staring up at the screen, but he's sitting down. It's weird.
There he is. Hi, Spanish.
Spaniato. How you doing?
Love you, Mr. Kelly. It's good to see you.
Love you too, buddy. How's it going?
It's going well. I wish you would stop giving my boss panic attacks.
Well, I don't know if it's me, buddy. I think it might be something else.
You might be right.
Well, I don't know what it is, but whatever. I'm fine. Anyway,
it's called emotions. That's Lou's
it's
right.
Not.
When you feel emotions,
I think it's bad.
Yeah.
When my cold dead heart starts to come alive, I think I'm panicking, but it's just showing love.
It's literally just feelings. Feelings you confuse for a heart attack when it's just your heart actually working.
Maybe. Who knows?
Oh shit! What did Fat JC say? What will Bobby need out of me today? I don't understand that. Doesn't make sense.
It's not. Can we be serious for a second?
I am always ready. Yes. Hang on. Wait. Go ahead.
Scene. I'm trying to figure out what's causing this because it's never happened before. It just started last year, and then I was doing good. And then I got in bed last night and Gangs of New York was on, which is one of my favorite movies. I've seen it 100 times.
Not a fan.
And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, something's weird. And then it happened. I'm like, it was something in that movie I don't know what's causing it. It's really weird. How the fuck are you not a fan of Gangs of New York?
I thought that might have got by you.
Buddy.
It's just, can I tell you why? Leonardo DiCaprio. The only movie that I really liked him in was the one where he didn't talk the whole movie. He got attacked by a bear and he dragged himself across the thing. That's the only movie I really liked him in. You know?
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
He would have been my first choice for that movie. But he did very well. And what's his name? Daniel Day-Lewis is phenomenal. Phenomenal. As Bill the Butcher. And I don't like the girl. What's her name? Cameron Diaz. I felt like she was awful.
No, she's terrible, dude. I see her in The Mask. I mean, she's in a historical movie, and I see jizz in her hair from What About Mary? You know what I mean? And
I didn't like it.
Everybody else in that movie was great, and Leonardo DiCaprio, he's too good looking to be in that role. Should have been somebody else.
You're absolutely right. That's one of the things about Scorsese I don't understand. Like, I love De Niro. De Niro's a fucking kook in real life, but as an actor, he's the best. But he's not. When you're making a movie about a Jew, a known Jew or a known Irishman, you don't need to make De Niro play those roles. When they did Casino, and Casino was just Goodfellas West Coast. He was fine in that movie, but they should have went out and they should have got a less tough Jewish guy to be in that role, so it was a little bit more realistic. And same thing with The Departed. I really had a hard time. The Departed's a really good fucking movie, but it took me a while to get used to it because it doesn't need to be the same fucking people in every role. That's my only problem with him.
Yeah, Tarantino does it, but Tarantino, for some reason, he barely gets away with it. I think
he notoriously borrows from people who have influenced him, from John Woo, from Scorsese. He even mocks it in in Reservoir Dogs. I mean, he pretty much does the one camera shots, and I mean, look, they're both great. They both make great movies, but it's just there's some shit that I think just could be so much better. I love Scorsese's desire for authenticity when it comes to when he does a show that has a big ensemble. He wants real Italian people. They don't necessarily have to be actors. He just wants real people being there. So then why pull a fucking Italian guy to play an Irish role? Why bring get a fucking Irish guy in there? I never understood that kind of shit.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And
Gangs of New York is a great movie though.
It's a good movie, but here's the problem with it. Is that I can't fucking shake the fact that the dude on the Titanic is fucking doing an accent. It's
and that's the thing. He sometimes does the accent, sometimes he doesn't do the accent. And you're like, make up your mind. Is he gonna have it or not?
And he's next to one of the greatest method actors of all times. I mean, what Daniel Day-Lewis is fucking incredible in that movie. And it's like, it's just, I don't know, it just took me out of it. I know the movie's a good movie, but I just couldn't fucking get into it. I'll watch it again.
Bill the Butcher was maybe a real person, but obviously they took a lot of liberties and made a character out of him.
Yes.
But so really that guy could have got away with anything that he did because it wasn't based solely on somebody. And he went so far with the character, and he was so great with it. I mean, but I think that thing should elevate everybody else around him, and instead he shines, everybody else kind of dims. It's hard.
Yeah. It's just not even my top 5 movies. Gangs of New York.
I forget to mention it a lot, and then it'll come up on the movie, and I'll watch it, and I'll go, why do I always forget about this movie? I really enjoy the movie. I think Cameron Diaz ruins it for me, and I don't think she's so bad in it. She just doesn't fit in. Like they need to use more ugly people in movies to make them more realistic.
Yeah,
not
that's why
be a fucking supermodel.
That's why I love spaghetti westerns. Remember spaghetti westerns? They would have the ugliest human beings in the fucking world. Watch The Way the West Was Won. It was fucking the opening cast is just disgusting.
Yeah.
And they made Henry Fonda a bad guy. Henry Fonda shoots a kid in the first scene, and I mean, Gangs of New York, it was kind of, and this was bugged me too. That when you're on a set, the movie's a set. Yeah. And I know you can't fucking build the fucking triangle, New York, whatever the fuck it was called. Mm-hmm. The fucking triangle. The 4 points of fucking, or the 4 points of New York. No, you can't rebuild that. But I don't know. It just seemed like you could tell it was a set. Like it was some horse shit.
Like you showed that picture, Mush. They didn't all have beautiful fucking velour clothes and top hats either. Nobody's buying that shit. Nobody's buying. They probably all smelled and they all had hairy legs. It was fucking gross.
Yeah, and there was horse shit everywhere. If you look at people's houses, even the brownstones in New York, at the front of exactly.
Yeah, there you go. There's your Bill the Butcher.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a stupid apron on, his dumb hat. Oh, the top hat. What the fuck purpose did that? I mean, was that to hide corn, to put meat in? What the fuck was the top hat for?
So I know that like chimney sweepers wear those big hats because that serves a purpose for what they do. So I don't know if they created a style out of that or what. I know, believe it or not, I know when I first moved to Florida, it was the first time I ever had a chimney, and I had to have a chimney sweeper come in once a year, or else all that shit builds up in there, and that's how fires start. And homeboy would come over with the big fucking hat and get in there.
But why?
I don't know. It had something to do with his head being in the chimney.
Yeah, all that shit. What was I saying before too? Like Cameron Diaz too. They should have got like Casino. They should have got John Turturro to play that role. That would have been a great fucking John Turturro, Italian, but he would have been way better as a Jew, the way you say it. That's the way you say Jew, by the way. Jew. Oh my God.
Jew in that role.
Yeah, let's get a Jew. That's the way.
I'm saying that like when I think of a guy who is a Las Vegas mogul and he's a Jew, he should look and act more like your typical Jewish guy rather than your Italian hood. It's more believable. Then when he has to deal with a gangster like Joe Pesci, there's a difference. Instead of just two Italian gangsters dealing with each other who were just in another big hit movie 2 years prior, it just didn't make sense. I think they're afraid sometimes. I met the guy. Remember the guy who was the club owner in Goodfellas? He owned the club that he had to tell Joe Pesci that he owed him a tab.
Yeah.
That guy, real kind of gangster, and he was an entertainer. He was a performer in Atlantic City, and he told me, my agent called me up and says, I got an audition for you. And he's like, I don't audition. I'm not an actor. And he goes, Martin Scorsese is looking for people who are not actors, but real authentic Italians. And he sang like Sinatra music and stuff. And he goes, now I got to drive all the way to Manhattan to go do this. And I lose money because I had to take a day off of work that day. He goes, so I go down to meet Scorsese, and they introduce me to Scorsese, and we go to shake hands. And instead of shaking his hand, I slap his hand and I go, come on, let's get on with this. I'm losing money by being out here. He said, Scorsese hired him right on the spot. He's like, that's what he wants. He wants legit guys who act like real, New York Ginzo Italians.
Yeah, but that's such a that's so funny. You put that as me going into auditions.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's in my head. And if I ever get an audition with like De Niro, I'll just go in and go slap his hand away. Come on, let's do this. And get this fucking piece of shit out of here.
Hey, didn't you play the Jew in Casino?
Dude, I did get a role one time on Law and Order, the one where I wore the hat. So I had this fedora.
Were you on more than once?
I've been on 4 times.
On Law and Order?
Law and Order 4 times.
You play the same guy every time?
No. I played guys. I started the first. That was mechanic. I was the mechanic.
And they were such good cops. They didn't go, I think it might be the mechanic from last episode.
No, that one. So on that one, there's the kid. What's the comic? The black dude. He's a stand-up, but you never see him really do stand-up because he's been a movie star for so long.
I don't like the way you say that.
He's in Blackish.
Oh, Anthony Anderson?
Anthony Anderson was the cop, and the other guy, the young right. So we're in a garage, and I had to say it was a Toyota Corolla was the script. Corolla. I got this Corolla over here, blah blah blah. So I'm doing the lines. I'm kind of getting my Corolla. I'm doing the thing, Corolla. All right, great. And then the lady comes over, and I didn't notice that it was a Camry. So she walks over. She goes, right before the first take. Now I'm fucking nervous. She goes, it's a Camry. Say Camry. So I go, oh shit, okay, Camry. You're gonna take me Camry. You're gonna take me, and I gotta get that into my head. So right before they yell action, they're like, speed, market, action. He goes like this, Corolla. He whispers Corolla
right in your face.
So I'm just like, yeah, the Corolla. Shit. He's actually pretty funny, man. There was another time we were shooting the next scene. We were in some office and there's a book of photographs or something. He just takes it, picks it up, and just slaps me with it, like in the chest.
Oh.
In the scene, they didn't use it, but he whacked me. I'm like, what the? You can't just hit people. It was funny, dude. He's a good guy. Yeah,
he seems like he'd be funny.
Yeah, he's a funny fuck.
I feel like I remember him being a lot fatter at some point. Did he lose a bunch of weight?
He's got diabetes. So he's got to.
According,
what's up?
According to the Law and Order wiki page, you are on 4 times. Your characters were on the episode Vulnerable. You are Armando Padilla.
Yep.
Law and Order CI. You are on the episode Phantom. You are Detective Ray Valdez.
That's right.
On the episode Neighborhood Watch, you are Jose Lopez. And then on Law and Order Promote This, you are on there as Bobby.
Yeah. I don't even know his shit. I don't even know the names of my characters, but the one with the hat. So I got this hat, and I remember this is what a fucking just a dad searching lonely kid I've been my whole life. Just anybody giving me advice, just any male figure going, you should do this or try that, the way the wind blows, that's the way you should go. And I just suck shit in because I wanted that. And I remember Joe Rogan said something years ago, dude, fuck it, man. I had a hat. I was like, should I wear this on stage? And he's like, dude, wear whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Wear a hat on stage. And he had a hat or something. He's like, dude, do whatever the fuck you want. Who cares what people think? And I've always had that in my head. So I have this new hat. I'm going to this audition, and that thing, because I never had a real dad, came in, just wear your hat. Fuck it. So I walk in with the hat. I'm the only fuckface with a hat in the fucking thing. And I'm like, this is a bad move. This is stupid. Why am I wearing the hat? And I walk in, I do the audition with the hat on. And I'm like, fuck. And I walk out. 10 minutes later, I get a call. All right, you got the part. And the director wants you to wear the hat.
Oh, really?
It was the fucking hat. The hat separated me from everybody else.
I remember the first time I ever had a Hollywood meeting for anything. I was so nervous because
I don't mean this, but I have to say it. Usually it's the fat that separates you from everyone else.
Well, I was never fat on Law and Order. Sorry to disappoint you. It was between my fats. I've always, that seriously, the weight thing has really affected.
I think you get more roles as fat body.
I do. I get more dinner rolls.
Or neck rolls.
Yeah, exactly. Honey bun rolls.
You look like a tough guy when you're a little bit heavier.
No, it's affected my. It's affected me in a big way. There's not a lot of fat rolls. And plus, I'm not Hollywood fat. I'm like fucking obese fat. If you look at fat guys in movies, they're really not that fat.
No,
they're Hollywood fat. Dom DeLuise was not a fat guy. He was just, even Don Rickles not fat.
Steve Sharippa, Bobby Bacala was fat in real life, but they made him wear a fat suit for TV. He was Hollywood fat in real life.
Yeah. Really? He wore a fat suit on Sopranos?
For a couple of years, then he got really fat, and they were like, we don't need this suit anymore.
I told you, when I was on the 2-2, I booked the De Niro cop show on CBS. Dude, I thought it was a wrap for me. I thought I was going to be doing nine seasons. Oh God. I mean, dude, it was a De Niro produced show on CBS, which CBS at the time canceled, only had one show they canceled. They were so on fire. They were the #1 network. They were killing everybody. They canceled one show that year, which is historical because every show was killing it. And now this comes out, and I'm on it. And I remember I put on so much weight during shooting that the prop guy is really kind of really cool gay guy, older gay guy, hurt his back putting my belt on.
I had to stretch around him.
So he got hurt, physically pulled a back muscle because he couldn't get my cop belt on. So from then on, he had 2 young kids would have to put my belt on for me.
Oh my God, that's great.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a fucking nightmare. Is that it?
That's a Bacala fat suit.
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
I had to go to wardrobe for Steve Burns' show.
Yeah.
They said you can bring clothes, bring like dark colored clothes, and they'll give you money if you bring your own clothes. They give you like credit for it.
Right.
So they were like, wear jeans or khaki pants, bring like dark t-shirts, no logos, except Major League Baseball. I think they had the right to use that logo. So I had a black t-shirt and jeans. And they were like, oh no, it's so good. We got to give you new clothes. Then they stuck me in this fucking like old man sweater that was a 2X. It was like 90 degrees out. I'm wearing this tight ass old man sweater. I'm like, how could this look good? And they go, on TV, it'll look great. And it did. I look like a fucking loser that hung out in a bar in an old man sweater.
Dude, they did that to me. The only time I was ever an extra, it was one time. I was back in Boston. My acting teacher was casting for David Mamet. You know David Mamet?
The playwright.
So, I mean, it's huge that he's doing a movie. Oleana, I believe it was called. And he's like, you're going to be an extra. You're going to be here at this time. Oh, great. I'm like, I'm flipping out, you know. I get there late because I couldn't find it. It was on an old mental institution somewhere. I get there. I get into wardrobe late, so I'm the last one to kind of get in on the extra. They had nothing my size because I was I was big.
Mm-hmm.
They put me in they put me in these shorts and this shirt that was too tight. It was like a polo shirt with stripes because I was supposed to be a college kid, and they had no more backpacks, so they gave me a bowling bag. So I literally looked like Fred I look like Fred Flintstone.
That's fucking great.
But I'm so new, I can't say, what the fuck? You know, and I walk out with this bag, and everybody's kind of looking at me. You can hear them laughing, the other extras. And they put us out in this fucking, I don't know what it was. It was like a round building with nothing in it. And all the extras were in there. Fucking hot, no food, no nothing. So I ordered a fucking pizza. That's when the flip cell phones with the little line. I had one. So I called the pizza place. You had to dial 0 and it would cost more money. And right. And they could connect you and they'd be like, do you want me to connect you? I'm like, yeah. I ordered a pizza. We're all sitting along like fucking cattle. And there was this big German lady with a headset who was watching all the extras, just a twat. And all of a sudden she walks up. She's so pissed off. And you could see her in the headset. She goes, who ordered the pizza? And everybody's looking around like, what? And I was like, I did.
Like Jeff Spicoli.
She goes, you don't order pizza. We feed you. I go, when? I'm starving. I guess the pizza guy pulled up in a take. So they're doing a shot out front. And he pulled up in his little fucking Honda. Whap, 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 whap. Hey, I got a pizza for Kelly. And he fucking ruined the take.
Which one's Kelly? That's great. Yeah, I remember I was friends with Steve Burns, so they made all the extras were just sitting on the floor reading books and shit and magazines. And I'm in Steve's office playing PlayStation hockey. I was like, you probably shouldn't go in there. I was like, you should probably shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, I got into a fight with an extra on that set. I was like, this is bullshit. And she was like, this is what being an extra is. And this is how you get to be in the movie. I'm like, no, it's not. I go, you think sitting around here like fucking cattle, not getting fed, starving for hours, just sweating? This is not fucking right. She's like, this is how it works. If you do this and you do your job right, and then they'll notice you, and the next one and the next one. I go, I'm never doing this again. So fuck you. This is not how you become a star. We got into a big fight, and all the other extras were kind of coming at me like, you don't know what you're talking about. I look like Fred Flintstone with my fucking bowling bag. I look like some fucking asshole.
You don't have a bowling bag, do you? Well, maybe I do know what I'm talking about. That's so dumb. Dude, I talk about this all the time, but I'm still amazed at the catering on anything in Hollywood. It's unbelievable. It's like your dream. How everybody's not super fat in Hollywood, I don't know. I mean, they just give you whatever you want. We just ate bacon for like 4 hours when we were there. They had 3 different types of bacon.
I don't know if you know this, but like when a show wraps, all what the stars of the show do is to show appreciation for everybody. You can't get everybody a gift, so what you do is you get them a food truck.
Yeah.
So like when Sex and Drugs wrapped for the first season, we got everybody. We got a taco, this amazing taco truck, like this famous taco truck to come, and a hot cocoa truck to come, where they make this fucking this crazy German hot chocolate that is like drinking just chocolate. It's like it's fucked up. Chocolate. Yeah, so you just get these food carts, and then you can just go out and get as much as you want at the end, and it's kind of on us.
So let me tell you about a similar experience I have. Eddie DeBartolo, who used to own the 49ers during the years that they won all the Super Bowls in Montana and Jerry Rice, he lives here in Tampa. And he does a big charity event every year. And he does a trip. He has a place in Montana. He lives there part of the year. And he's just got acres and acres in Montana. So for the 4th of July, on his property, he has a carnival set up like you would see at you go to like Pathmark and they're in the parking lot, So he's got a full parking lot with rides, roller coasters, just tilt-a-whirl, the whole deal, all set up there for the whole weekend from Thursday till Monday.
Yeah.
Then with that comes the fun house and all that other stuff, but also all the food vendors. And then he has food trucks on top of that. And then inside in this barn, which he sets up the barn, they do face painting and they do other snacks and food, and you can order sandwiches and all that stuff, all included. Like you don't pay for anything. It's like being in an all-inclusive resort. So I can go ride the Tilt-A-Whirl 32 times in a row, go eat 10 ice cream cones and 3 sandwiches, and then go back on the fucking Tilt-A-Whirl. Won't cost me a dime. Can't tip anybody, can't do anything. It's the most amazing experience of anything I've ever done. That's why my kids are so fucking spoiled, because they got to do that. Like for 3 days, we just woke up and went to the ride place and hung out, and they rode the rides and did all that shit and ate all the sandwiches as much as they want for 3 days. It was fantastic. And then at the end on the 4th of July, he has a fireworks display that rivals any department store or any major companies. It's unfucking believable. Really, that's a good experience.
Yeah, that's fucking money, dude.
And you're surrounded by Jerry Rice and all these famous fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm bummed out that Max was so young when he would come to set.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't like, he's not, I mean, I'll be on another set,
Well,
but
it's coming again though.
What's coming again?
We don't want to say anything, but you and I came up with a TV idea the other day. That's a fucking home run.
Dude, I've told 2 people that idea in the business and they fucking love it.
I've told 2 people that are in this room right now and they love it too, but what the fuck do
Let
they
me
know?
see. Are they right there?
Yeah, this one.
Let me see. What do you think of the idea?
I think it's pretty good.
Oh, wow, dude, that's just terrible.
I like it too, Robert Kelly. Yeah.
What's that? What are you doing out there? Are you getting high in my hallway?
I don't know. I'm sleeping. Yeah.
We have a whole house. You can go lay in a bed. Oh man.
I don't like that he said pretty good.
He probably doesn't even know what you're talking about.
I don't like pretty good Spanish.
The food idea is great.
Maybe he does now. I'll talk about it.
I don't like the pretty good. Well, we got the we got the other thing though. We're doing the 10-yard marathon.
Yeah, I didn't tell them about that.
You didn't tell them about that?
No, you want to tell them about it now? See what they think.
You tell them.
Maybe Spanish could tell us. Maybe Spanish could tell us it's pretty good. Oh, geez.
Yeah. Maybe you'll say it's okay.
We came up.
How was your wedding? How'd you like the wedding? That was pretty good. What do you think of my new baby? She's okay. Well, how do you like my family? Yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
So
yes,
we were talking. Bobby and I were talking about how, like this morning on a morning show, we're talking about people still are against gay people for some reason. Fucking, we had Pride Night at the Tampa Bay Lightning game, where they celebrate people who are out and homosexual, pansexual, whatever. People who celebrate Pride.
who gives? Yeah, it blows me away that people give a shit about gay people's somebody's sexuality.
It's unbelievable. And their Facebook page was blowing up with people who are like, I don't understand, when's heterosexual night? No, and carrying on. I'm like, oh, you fucking people, man. So I talked about that today, this morning on the show. And believe it or not, people are still calling a fight. This guy's like, I just don't feel like it has to be forced on my face. I go, who's forcing you? Who's forcing you? Did somebody say to go to this game you had to suck 2 dicks? Nobody's forcing you to do anything. They're celebrating the people who have been oppressed all of these years and had to hide their love for somebody else because they were the same sex. Now they're out. They're proud about it, and you should be proud for them too.
Wait a minute. When you go to this thing, do you have to suck 2 dicks to get in?
2 dicks to get in, and then if you want to sit close, you got to suck another dick.
It's 3 dicks.
No.
3 dicks.
You just have to be
You don't have
proud.
to, you get to.
You get to. You're not forced to. You have the opportunity. Hey, man, you want to have good seats? You have a good.
I had a guy tell me one time. It's like, yeah, but anytime the gay guys gay people get together, they wind up doing dirty shit in public. I'm like, no, they used to do that because they had to hide it. They couldn't. So now they don't have to hide it. They're not going to fuck in a bush as much.
Right.
But
do you know how many?
Yeah.
Do you know how many gay straight people I know? Highfalutin straight people that are getting busted doing sexually deviant things, whether they be in group sex or glory holes or adult bookstores and all that shit. They're all equal. We're all equally as perverted.
Yes.
Gay guys and straight guys are still guys, and we're still perverts.
I would say gay guys are at least, going into like a little mangrove and trying to keep it away from shit. And it's quick as shit. They go in, wank each other off. They whip it on the ground. They get back in their car and go back to their families.
Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. So this guy calls in and he's like, I'm not against it, but I shouldn't have to explain it to my son when he's 4 years old and he starts asking questions. And I'm like, why? I go, you're still treating it like it's something to hide. What am I supposed to say? Say that guy loves that other guy just like mommy loves daddy. And he was like, yeah, because they don't have anything to say. They're all ignorant, more ignorant than I am, than I think filled with hate. But I don't know why I brought this up. I was telling you about this for some reason related to what we were talking about.
You're going to tell us an idea.
Where the fuck did you come from? Scares the shit out of me like 4 times a day. He's like that sneaky guy from Mr. Deeds.
Sneaky.
He's like, he wants to change my socks all the time.
You sneaky. Can I change your socks? You underestimate my sneakiness.
Yeah. That's another tutorial. Great.
He's the best.
What were we talking about? The idea we had. So Bobby and I were talking about how the last group of people that you could blatantly make fun of and upset and no one cares is fat people. Absolutely. You can't make fun of any particular race. Nope. You'll get canceled. You can't make fun of anybody's sexual orientation. You'll get canceled. But if you have no problem calling somebody a fat titty Sally and nobody will care about it, nobody's standing up. So we were going to start
I had a guy, a skinny guy, and Mushkin on Friday night called me a fat Mexican sausage.
Now, no matter how accurate the insult is, you still are not allowed to say it.
He saw you in Law and Order.
I'm kidding. You're not Mexican.
But it's true though. Nobody said shit. It's like if he called me the N-word or a fag or anything else, that place would have fucking, not in South Carolina. They probably would have fucking applauded and fucking carried him out of there.
But I used to have a guy that I worked with, a boss, who had bad skin, and one day he looked at me and he goes, "Are you gaining weight? You look like you got a little fat." And I wanted to be like, no, I get it. He was trying to be my buddy by ball busting, like we ball bust with the cool kids, and he was trying to be one of those guys. So I didn't really get mad at it. But the equivalent of that is for me to walk up and go, "Jesus Christ, look at your fucking cheese grated face. You look disgusting." Then everybody would have been like, "You're so mean. Why would you say that?" But when you make a joke to a fat guy, nobody cares. Nobody cares about anybody's feelings. Nobody cares about anything. Thankfully, we're literally and metaphorically thick-skinned. So it doesn't really matter. So we were talking about this, and we decided to start a movement for fat people. Very little movement.
Yes.
Very little movement. And we're going to be holding our first, something you drive around, you see guys with the little circle and the 23.5 stickers of marathon that they did, and they're like so proud. We could never do that. No matter how much we train, we can't do it. So we're going to be doing the very little movement marathon. It's 10 yards. You have to run the 10 yards. But when you get to the other side, we greet you with a Bud Light and some candy. And then you get to celebrate, put a sticker on your car.
But you have to run the marathon with a hot dog.
Yeah, in your fist.
You have to hold it up, and it's hot dogs up. And then you get to the finish line. You're going to get a medal. Everybody gets a medal. And you're going to get a beer or a drink of your choice. You're going to get some another hot dog or hamburger. We're going to have a little barbecue. We're going to do a comedy show. What'd he say?
Spanish said, and some Lipitor. There is a company here in Tampa called Replenish where when you're like hungover, you go see them and they give you IVs. We should just have them giving people IVs. 10 yards, come here and get hooked up.
We'll just have them there, just in
Yeah,
case.
just in case.
Yeah, just in case. And
Fat JC goes 10 yards and get dehydrated.
so we're gonna throw a big party and we're gonna celebrate the fact that okay, you're big, you're chubby, but it doesn't matter. Fuck it.
We're not encouraging you to go get fatter, but we're saying while you are, you shouldn't be ostracized for it. You should be loved like everyone else.
That's right. There you go. There it is.
Very, very little movement. A 10-yard marathon sponsored by Calta and Kelly, some burger joints, and Bud Light.
Hot dogs up.
Hot dogs up for the people.
So we're going to get that going. Calta's going to make it happen. Going to get some people involved, get some sponsors, and then you guys are going to fly down to Tampa, and we're going to have a nice fucking 10-yard marathon. I can run, you exclusive bastards. What?
I'll carry Lou. Lou can get on my back in a backpack like when people carry their little puppies.
Yeah, Lou, I'll take you.
Bobby will take the chair.
No, me and Mike will carry you like a princess for the 10 yards. All right.
Oh, yeah. Hoist you up on our shoulders like you're coming into a fucking wedding. Yeah.
One guy gets the hands, one guy gets the feet, and you just toss her 10 yards.
Swing you over the finish line like a shot put.
We'll swing you into a bouncy house where Fat JC is in there eating hot dogs by himself in his underwear.
Oh my God, we should get a bouncy house. We'll launch Lou through the roof.
We should get a ride. Oh, we should have it. I'll tell you where we should have it. We should have it at Busey's place.
Oh, Sausage Castle.
Dude, we have it at Busey's place.
I'm always worried I'm going to either get AIDS or murdered there, but yes, we should do that. I mean, honest, what we should do is we should do it in multiple locations, like you know, coming to the 10-yard, very little movement marathon coming to a city near you. We bring it here, we take it to Boston, we take it to New York, we take it to LA.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, look, we don't want you to be fat, but if you're fat, here we'll come down, hang out, have a hot dog and a beer, and we're going to do a comedy show with just fat jokes.
Yeah.
We're going to do Mike's band's going to play.
All fat guys in my band.
It's all fat guys in the band, except for the lead singer.
That's right. We got one guitar player, one lead singer. Who's the lead singer? Got some chunky arms. So by the time we do this, he'll probably be fat.
Oh, there's so little movement with fucking that band.
True.
You and Pete, this is what you do.
Yeah, we can't go because we got to do it at the same time.
You take one step forward and a step back, and then you'll turn, step forward. Bah, bah, bah,
If we get out of sync, it'd be like a fucking seesaw.
So that's what we're gonna do. And we also came up with another show that I love. I think we should pitch it. I don't know. We shouldn't tell them though.
We should tell them, or
we should. I don't know if we should.
We should have some sort of protection before we announce it.
I think we should have protection, but I think I was telling my wife about it. Dude, we should film that.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm willing to come up there for a week or two, and you come down here for a week or two, and just sit we could drive from your area. We could drive to all three.
As we talk about this, I choke on a fucking Dorito. How great would that be?
We had great plans, Bobby and I, to do a television show and a fat guy marathon, and then he had a grabber during one of our podcasts. That's me and the Patrice style tribute that we do to you.
Yeah.
Do you know I did a video thing for a documentary they did about Bert, and at the end of it, I talked so much shit about Jay Moore, and I know that's going to rear its ugly head one day. I mean, I was fucking vicious, and it was before Jay and I had made up, and now I'm like, I'm just wondering if that's ever just going to pop up on YouTube one day.
What did you say?
I was talking about his wife's lips and a whole bunch of shit. It was not good. I was Team Bert, not Team Jay.
Are you Team Bert still?
Yeah, but now I like Jay, and I understand the source of his problems are his closeted homosexuality and his panic attacks. So
Is it closeted still?
He's slow. He's still in denial, I think.
Oh.
Also, he may be mad that I keep telling everybody he's gay.
The last person in the world I would tell is you that I did some gay shit. And second of all, I would never tell it on your show.
Right. Don't tell it on my show. If you came to me on the side and said, hey, don't say anything, but when I was in Brazil with Patrice, we were going to meet some girls. Next thing you know, there was a guy there. I sucked his dick. I'd be like, okay, whatever weird
Well,
shit.
why do I have? Wait a minute, stop. Why do I have to suck the dick? Why am I sucking some Brazil guy's dick?
All right, the guy suck your dick. But either way, if you told me you had a gay experience, I wouldn't think anything different. I'd be like, I assume so anyway. But
well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. You just said something after that. What did you say?
I said I assume something happened to you along the way anyway. But I don't think anything different about you. I don't know.
You actually, the thought of you doing something gay makes me throw up.
Yeah, because I'm too hairy. Right? Like I know, like, you would be it would be so mechanical. The poor guy blowing you would be asking you questions and you wouldn't be answering them. You probably get a panic attack halfway through. It would just be just a fucking awful blowjob for the guy. I don't think I could ever give a blowjob. I mean, if I had to choose between doing something gay and if I had to like really gun to my head choose it, I could probably let a guy blow me, if I was like saving a life or something. But to do it, I think I'm just be like, nah, I think just let that guy die. Dude,
for you to suck a dick would be, every second you'd pop it out and go, listen, I don't know if I can't. Is there any other way? You just be talking about stuff. You just be bringing shit up.
So if I don't do this, you're going to shoot me. Will it be quick? Will you put it right to my head, or am I going to bleed to death? I don't know. And again, suck each other's dick all day. I just can't imagine me doing it. I can't even brush my teeth without feeling like I have to throw up. I'd be the most boring gay boyfriend ever. Like, it's cool if I just jerk you off again. Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker. So the other idea we have, I think, is I told Dawn the idea. She goes, I love it. It's great. But we can't I wish we could come up with a clean version so we could literally pitch it to a TV show. But the whole thing is based on this one
phrase.
Word. Yeah, phrase.
I say we do it as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then we, if a TV channel is so interested in it, they come up with an acceptable. But you got to also realize, if you're in safe harbor, if you're up to 10 o'clock at night, like say they're like, hey, after the Impractical Jokers, we're going to show your show. It'll be 10 o'clock at night, and we'll call it what it is with the beep in it.
How about? I think we should film an episode. I fly down to you. We go to a certain place, and then we do this thing, and then I fly back, and then it will cut to you. I think it should be as soon as I fly back and sit back down, you call me and go, dude, is there a place near you called blah, blah? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's the best. But and then you go, and then zip, zip, and you fly right to me and then fly home.
That's fucking great.
That should be the thing.
Memorial Day weekend, I think I really pulled a good one over on my wife. Really? My wife was like, I was thinking for Memorial Day weekend at the end of May, I might fly up to take the kids to go see Lisa. That's her friend that lives in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And she's like, would you want to do that with me? And I went, no, absolutely not. And she's like, why? I go, because nothing's in New York is open. And the last thing I want to do is sit at Lisa's house for 4 fucking days. And she was like, oh, would you if I care if I go and take the kids? And I went, no. And I thought, so then I have a whole weekend here to myself. I'm like, this is the best news I ever heard. And then I felt bad for my son because he doesn't want to be in that shitty hole either. So I said to my son, why don't you stay with me and we'll do something cool. So maybe we could film that weekend. Maybe I'll come up to see you.
Yeah.
Or you come down here and then we'll go back up there, or we'll go somewhere else. We'll meet somewhere in the middle and we'll check that place out.
That sounds good. We should do it. We should just film it. And I could film it, dude.
We need like at least 3 people besides us. And some equipment. I think we need one person. I got two with me now. They're the height equivalent of one when they're on top of each other, but they're okay to travel with because you could fly coach because you could sit next to the two of them and have plenty of room.
They really do. Was Pap wearing girl jeans?
Always. You want to show me jeans? Oh, you can say there. I'll just do that. Teenage girl jeans.
That must be so.
It's also Florida. And he's wearing a leather jacket.
Hey, did you know what though? They have so many more options for jeans. You know what I mean? I mean, there's only like what's that?
They used to not be able. You could not buy good jeans that would fit you right because back in the old days, they made the jeans come all the way up to your tits. But girl jeans are low cut and they fit me better because I have more of a girl body. So I've been buying them for years.
What shoes do you have on? Oh, he doesn't have the Joey Calta. Yeah, I don't have the Joey Calta. He usually has my son's old shoes on. My son. Yeah, when my son was 10, he had the same size foot they did. He's 14 now. But in all honesty, they could literally come here and go through his closet once a week and get all the clothes that he ran out of that he only wore one time, if he wore them at all. It's the best shopping for them ever.
Hey guys, when Max is 10, I'll send you guys some stuff.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Max is I believe a size 8 now in women's.
Hey, Spanish could probably wear his shirts now. He wears medium shirts anyway.
Yeah, Max wears medium shirts.
Spanish has fat muscles.
Let me see Spanish. I thought Spanish got shredded.
He does. He just has fat muscles. He always looks like he's puffy.
That's the Spanish in him, though.
Show him your fucking new hair. That's the most amazing thing ever. This bitch was bald. Look at him.
That's
real hair. That's his own real hair. That's amazing. Dr. Mag. Tampa hair.
How much did that cost, Span?
Free. I got it through an endorsement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't get it, Bobby. We love you the way you are.
Dude, I can't get it. Plus, all my hair is gray. I went gray young. I had that Irish, black Irish.
Like Clooney.
Yeah, I'd have to dye my hair. Let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than being on the road, having to find a CVS before the show and go into the hotel room and dye your hair like an old Vegas singer. And then you look and you ruin some poor shower curtain and the shower because you got dye hair spray just splatter everywhere and it won't come out. And you fucking some poor maid's trying to scrub your shame off the fucking wall. It's the worst. And then your skin gets. I did my goatee too, and my skin would get, and I'd have to scrub my skin. Oh, fucking terrible.
I bought it just for men for my little gray spots on my beard.
Yeah.
But I never use it. I thought you just want to like boop boop and you're done. You gotta mix it and put it in, take a shower. So I opened the box right in and I just fucking left it there. And then my cleaning lady repacked it and moved it. And I was like, oh, she knows now.
Oh, yeah. I remember Keith. Keith was the one who taught me that. He's like, yo, stupid, you got to get your medicine. I was like, what? He goes, you're going gray, son. You got to get your medicine. I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, just for gray. I wear my medicine all the time. So he does his hair. I think Patrice used to do his hair. Patrice was
Pete does his hair.
Oh, he does?
But he goes and has it done.
I could never go and have it done. Fuck that. That's too much money.
No, Pete does it, and he's always got black hair, but it looks good because he never looked really bad, and then all of a sudden looked really good. He just maintains it. He's consistent.
I don't know if I would get hair. Like, if you could get all your hair back, would you? I mean, like, and it would grow and be there, and it would look amazing. Would you do it?
Yeah. Do I have to suck a dick to do it, or can I just pay for it?
Did Spanish suck a dick? Is that what he means?
Yeah, it was an option. No, I don't. Yes, I would do that because I think I would be better looking with more longer hair, like just like a little bit over here in the front and my bald spot. So because right now it's going to meet in the middle eventually, but I don't really care enough. It's not hurting my self-esteem. For a guy who has so little going for him looks wise, I have so much confidence. So I don't really give a fuck, and my wife doesn't care.
Why do you say you have so little going for you looks wise?
Oh, I'm I'm realistic. Do I think I'm ugly? No, but I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I got asshole looking butthole eyes, and I got a big forehead, fat, and I got a beard that's going gray. I
Don't
make it
forget the
work.
nose. Don't forget your nose.
Nose is gorgeous.
I'm kidding.
But I don't care. Like I'm never like, I don't know, I can't go out. I'm losing my hair. I don't give a shit. The only thing I'm self-conscious about is going shirtless, like at the pool or the beach. And the truth is, I'm not really worried about me. Like, I don't care what you're saying about me. I just don't want to make anybody else feel uncomfortable, you know? Because if you're in the pool and all of a sudden there's a fat guy shirtless in the pool with you, it's like almost like you got to look at it, you know? So that's the only. Other than that, I'm not doing it for me. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to hurt my feelings. I couldn't give a shit less.
I got my belly button hernia fixed, so I'll take my shirt off now. But when I had the belly button hernia, dude, it was nuts. And the reason why I got it fixed wasn't it? Oh, it was always I was on an Instagram live doing the 30 less titty challenge.
Yeah.
And some guy in the comments went, "Look at his belly button. What is that?"
What do you care?
But you could, and I looked, and you can see it got bigger, and it was getting bigger. So I was like, let me just take care of this. Now my belly button's back. I love my belly button now.
Yeah, I don't know. I just very little things like that. I was in the shower the other day, and my daughter has said two funny things. She looked at my wife's privates, and she goes, "How old are you when your vagina turned black?" And then she looked at me the other day, and she goes, "How come your boobs bend down?" Shut up. I smacked her across the mouth. So don't ask questions. Do you know what she said? My daughter is really into Rosa Parks. She reads about.
When does your vagina? How old are you when your vagina turns black? She should be at. How old are you when your father turns black? After her trip to New York. Go ahead. Sorry.
She's very into Rosa Parks as a civil rights leader and as a strong woman. She wrote 2 reports on her, and she dressed like her for Historical Person Day and all this stuff. She's very into it. So one of the things she learned was that black people had to use different water fountains than white people back in the 60s when people, I guess, were using water fountains. And the picture that they always depict of the water fountain is those circular water fountains where it's like a little almost like a dish, and then you push the button and it spits out, because now they got all different kinds of water fountains. So we took it to the park the other day, and it was so hot out, and there was a water fountain, and she went over to the water fountain, and she goes, "Look, that's a water fountain like the blacks have to use."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And if you don't know the context in which she's saying it, she's so proud that she spotted something from history. And my wife's like, I don't know what to tell her. I got to tell her not to say it, but why? It's funny.
Yeah, you better not take her past 100th Street in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking A, dude. Well, that was a show, baby. That was a good show.
Where's Dawn?
Dawn and Max went to breakfast. I told them to go to. They wanted to go to a diner. I said I had to do a show, so I just.
Are we to believe that you're not going to eat breakfast?
I had this for breakfast.
What is that?
I almost broke. I don't know. I almost broke a tooth. It was like eating a fucking flip flop.
Don't forget the potato chips.
That's such a fat guy move. As soon as you do something like that, you forget about it. So, hey, what'd you have for breakfast? I had this health bar. Never mind the half a Doritos and a fucking bag of Lay's with my chubby friend.
Spanish, what did I say? I just spit on myself. What did I say to you something the other day on the air? Or I said something on the air. I was describing how to cook something, and Galvin popped in and he goes, "You realize that's from the movie Fatso?" I don't remember what it was, but he's like, that actually comes from a movie where they're calling you fat in the title of the movie. I was like,
how old are you when your vagina turns black? What a great question.
She's hilarious, that kid.
Yeah. Me and Max were in the pool last night, like till like 10:30. Right after the show, I went downstairs and jumped in the pool with him, and we're hanging out. Little, what's that?
No, that was my computer talking. Sorry.
So he took the towel and he fucking snapped me, like hit me with the towel. I go, Max, I'm good at this. Don't mess around. And he laughs and he whaps me again, dude. The end of the towel must have been wet. I went swap, and it snapped and hit him in the fucking belly. And he went, Dad. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God. I didn't know and it made a fucking welt.
Oh yeah.
On his stomach. And he came over to me. I was like, come on, buddy, you can tough it out. He was crying. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't know that it was gonna get you like that, right? And I had a little welt in his stomach. I felt so bad.
Why? That's a good life lesson. You told him not to fuck with you. He fucked with you, and he caught the end of the towel. He's never gonna do that shit again, is he? I told you a year ago.
Yeah.
You asked me on this show, how do I stop my kid from being a psycho and all that stuff? I said, you hit him once really hard. And you were like, oh, you're crazy. I'm like, hit him once really hard. He'll never fucking forget it, and he'll never do it again. I'm telling you, you should threaten him with a towel though.
Well, he woke up this morning and hit me with the pillowcase, tried to whack me again. So what do I do now? Punch him in the chest?
No, I love Max. I would never hit him.
I felt terrible, dude. You should see the welt on his stomach. I came back out of the bathroom. Don had a bottle of water on his stomach.
Oh.
He was just lying there having a cookie. So fucking bad.
That's when you go like this. You go up to Dawn. You go, I can't believe this guy. This is so bad. I never meant to do it. When as soon as she looks, you look at him and go.
All right.
What do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. We're going 7:00, I believe, tomorrow night.
Correct.
Today we got Scruff Bones in here because it was early. A lot of people are here. Of course, Fat JC and Greg Shepard, Lou and Crumbomb and Joel. And we had a lot of Johnny. We had a good little ladybug turnout. Make sure you guys, hey, I found something out today. When you guys see our videos and see our stuff and whatever it is, if you like it and comment more than 3 words, Instagram and places will show it more to more people.
Really?
So if you like it, if we get 10 people to like your shit and comment more than 3 words, they'll show it. They'll be like, oh, the algorithm will be like, oh, this is popular. Let's put it, boom. But the 3 words can't be fat fuck, stupid, it can't be, because it has to be, it has to be, this was it has to be in that thing. But make sure and also if you subscribe, like, comment, YouTube, they'll show our Calta and Kelly to more people. And that's what we need. We need you guys to help us do that. So make sure that you comment, subscribe, like, go to our Instagram, go to our YouTube page. And of course, the JOP party on Saturday night. Last Saturday was fucking nuts. Jesus Christ. It was fun. It was fun, but they were talking a little. They were talking over everybody. You gotta, I love it when the fucking other ladybugs like, shut the fuck up. That makes me so happy. Because, we don't have to say anything. Lou will just fucking go, fucking shut up. Lou will attack anybody,
We have over 4,000 subscribers, which is pretty good, but it should be 40,000. So there's there's so many shows. We got a year's worth of shows. A lot of them are up there. It's all free. All we ask that you go and look at it and subscribe to it. So when we put new shit up there, it'll let you know. That's it.
That's correct. If you're watching this right now, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and leave a comment, and do the reminder too. It's a simple little thing that you can do to help us grow this channel. Also, did you talk to Matt or the other guy?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, I got to get on that today because he was supposed to talk to you. You guys are supposed to talk.
Yeah, we didn't.
He never called you, huh?
Not recently, no.
All right. We'll get on that. So there you go. All right, Spanish, Pap. Good to see you, buddy.
Love you, Mr. Kelly.
Love you too, guys. I'll see you soon, hopefully.
What do you think our next thing we're going to do is?
I think you guys are going to eat.
Something with dipping sauces.
Yes.
That's a strong possibility, Mush.
And there's no way. There's something with alcohol.
Go for those two, yeah.
Yeah, those two are definitely drinking something. Maybe people don't know they live together. Those
Not
two
in this house.
No, they live in a house. Pop's house.
They live in
And
Whore Island.
They live on Whore Island. They drink together. They sleep together. They have girlfriends together. They're like bosom buddies, I would say. Very, very much like that.
They sleep in a bread drawer in the kitchen at night. Somebody just tucks them in and closes the drawer. Gio and Joe got a fight the other day because there was a time change, and Gio is 6'1", and Joe asked him if he could reach up and turn the arm on the clock so that it told the right time.
All you gotta do is reach up there.
Yeah, and Gio said no. and Joe goes, "Why? Are you afraid to burn a whole calorie?"
Awesome.
And Gio said, "No, fuck it. Now every time you look at the clock, you got to be miserable."
All right, man. We'll be back tomorrow at 7:00. I'm driving back from New Hampshire first thing, and that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We got Mike at Mike B. Suarez, and this weekend he will be where?
Addison, Texas, the Improv with Giannis Papas.
What do you call Giannis? You call Giannis Jan? You call him Yanni?
Yanni or Giannis, yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
And I will be at Hilarities all weekend. One show a night, Friday and Saturday for the Nasty Show. And then the week after, I'm all over Illinois.
The McHenry Indoor Theater on Thursday, the Laugh Factory on Friday, and then the Afterlife Music Hall on Sunday. And then Sunday the 18th, you're back in the Northeast in Jim Thorpe, PA at the Mock Chunk Opera House.
The what?
And Saturday, April 24th at the Royal Grove in Lincoln, Nebraska, where they also do gay stuff in the Grove. Saturday, May 1st, Newton, Pennsylvania, Newtown Theater. Saturday, May 15th, East Brunswick, New Jersey, inside the mall, outside the Shams de Baron store. Then Saturday, June 12th, Napanock, New York at the Paper Mill. And then Friday, June 25th and Saturday, June 26th in Albany at the Funny Bone.
Yeah, I mean, I am all over the place. Hopefully, Creeps for Kids will be getting on soon, and there you go. So check it out.
I just want to point out I'm a creep and I have kids. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Just saying.
And comicwearables.com. Well, that would have been a perfect way to end the show when he said the good night, and we forgot to do this. But go there, get your shirt, Calta and Kelly shirt. Look at that beautiful thing. Zoom in on that fucking thing. That logo right there. Look at that fucking logo.
I gotta be honest with you, I like the YKWd logo better.
Why?
I just think it's really cool.
You think this should be smaller on the corner pocket?
No, not yet. We can make those eventually, but I just think the YKWd is a good logo.
It's a good logo, but I like the Calta and Kelly one. Yeah, it's a good logo, but I like the Calta and Kelly. Yeah.
Me and you have a bet.
What's the bet?
We bet $1,000 on something.
I would have never done that.
Well, Luis Gomez and Kurt Metzger are coming to Side Splitters, and I bet you it would not sell out, and you bet me that it would sell out.
Is it one show?
No.
How many shows?
It would say 4, but none of them will sell out.
I bet you what? I don't bet $1,000, dude. I don't have $1,000. What do you?
Send it to me in Bitcoin.
I don't even know how to get Bitcoin. That asshole told me to get Bitcoin when it was $10, and I told him to fuck off because I was scared he was trying to hack my life.
Dude, anytime anybody was like, "You should probably get this at $10 a share," I'd at least buy $1,000 worth.
I don't. Yeah, well, that's easy to say. I love when fucking rich people tell, "I I'd at least buy $1,000." Louis does it all the time. Dude, you should just get a boat. What? It's like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like Billy Bird does that, dude. You know what? Just easy just to get a helicopter. What?
Bird tells me one time, just eat it. eat it one weekend. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, eat it one weekend and know that whatever you make that weekend, you're going to use to buy a bus. And that's it. You're going to eat it one weekend, use everything you make. And Britt goes, I think you make a lot more money than I do on a weekend if you think I'm going to buy a bus with 1 weekend worth of my pay.
It's fucking crazy. I couldn't even buy a Honda.
We're gonna have a vehicle. We're gonna have a vehicle together one day with our big dumb heads on the back.
Yeah, hopefully. There you go. Touring the fucking country. All right, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'll be here.
I'll be here too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.